MeteoMark weather update, special severe weather edition. Let's take a look at, we're going to keep with the severe weather theme. I know a lot of you send pictures in, but right now I've got a limited amount of time, so I'm going to mainly show severe weather pictures quickly here, and a video as well. Let's start off with the video here. Lucas D. from Linden, Texas, thank you. You've got more severe weather photos from that severe weather outbreak you had down in Linden, Texas. And this is a video, as you're seeing, from his brother, Joshua. And thank you for taking this video. Of course, the light was very dim, so a very dark video, but nevertheless you can pick out a lot of tree limbs down. It even almost, to me, it looks like a power line is down too from some of these tree branches falling on it. So thank you, Lucas, for sending these in. Very destructive storms that head through Linden, Texas. I mean, they were big wind producers, and that is exactly why I'm starting the video off with these photos, because this is something the northeastern part of the United States is going to have to deal with during the next 48 to 72 hours, particularly from Friday night into Saturday. And for you East Coast residents, right from New York City up to Boston, possibly as late as Sunday. So we're going to get into that, but take a look at some of the photos he has going on here. These trees down, every photo has trees down in it. That pretty much hits home the point that we're in an active severe weather pattern across the, let me stand over here so you can see them all. A severe weather pattern across the United States, and we're going to continue to see this activity increase. And I would really like to show the weather for most of the United States. However, being that the Northeast is under the gun for a tremendous amount of severe activity from the Midwest up to the Northeast, I'm going to focus on Friday through Saturday to keep things simple. And as you can see, Lucas's photos are stunning with the amount of trees that are down on his property. So thank you, Lucas, for sending those in, and thank you to his brother Joshua for taking that video. Thank you very much. And it really hits home the point that we have going on across the much of the United States at the moment. We have so much actual footage of and reports of severe weather coming out, and it's quite stunning actually. And we're gonna finish with the photo here. I have some photos that I'm gonna save for the next video from Robert on his road trip, but Robert sent in this photo from a link here, a lightning photo here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on July 16th, 2013. Take a look at this lightning strike. Let me stand over here because the lightning strike's obviously over here on the right hand side of your screen. Very vivid lightning, and this is what we're going to have to deal with. So let's get right into it. I'm going to skip to Friday TGIF. It's not going to be the greatest TGIF for many of you because of this. I'm briefly going to show a weather map here for the United States of America, the actual high pressure system pushing off the coast. You can see this return flow. We've had this return flow all week with this heat and humidity, stagnant air 90s from the Gulf Coast all the way up to the Canadian border, and even into southern Canada, where you're seeing readings in the 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, which is very hot in the Celsius scale. So we're going to start off across the Midwest. The reinforcing shot of cold air, and it's going to bump into this very moist tropical dew points in the 70s. I don't know about you, but where I am at in the southern tier of New York, we have dew points into the middle 70s right now in the Binghamton, New York area, with temperatures holding in the low 90s. It makes it feel like 103 to 104. This severe weather outbreak is going to bump into this very moist and unstable air mass with CAPE values, convective available potential energy in excess of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram. For most of you, you don't care what that reading means, but trust me, it's very high on the energy scale. And this low pressure system will continue to push into, and I'm going to show you Saturday here. But before I do, this is Friday. You can see across most of the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes mainly, in through portions of southern Ontario, severe thunderstorms with damaging wind gusts, a derecho is not out of the question. So we could get a derecho, or we could get isolated bow line segments that produce tremendous amounts of wind. We head on to the day on Saturday. I'm zooming into the northeast here. We got New York, Pennsylvania, and New England. This area from Buffalo down to Erie, on eastward, Pittsburgh, includes you all the way down through Washington, just north of Washington, D.C., mainly southern Pennsylvania, up through New England here, up through New Hampshire and portions of southern Ontario and Quebec. And as you can see, this area where the yellow circle is, that's where I think we could see a tremendous, good chance of tornadoes. Meaning about a 25 to a 30% chance of tornadoes within a 60-mile radius of a given point. So we're looking at a very tremendous amount of wind shear. We got low-level jet in the area. We also have a good amount of jet stream activity with over 100-knot winds about 1 to 2 kilometers up. So we're dealing with a tremendous amount of energy here, and I'm very concerned about a widespread wind damage event across New York, Pennsylvania, southern Ontario, southern Quebec, and portions of New England. And it won't extend too far southward here, but the thing is this will expand most of its energy across New York and Pennsylvania. Now I'm looking at Cape values on Saturday that could be in excess of 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram across the upstate New York, northern Pennsylvania, north central Pennsylvania, up through portions of southern Ontario and Quebec. Some of those numbers might be overdone. The more realistic would be 2,500 to 3,000 joules per kilogram. The NAM is kind of hinting at some of those numbers as well. So we're going to kind of see what the models do, but right now I am expecting a significant severe weather outbreak across portions of the New York, Pennsylvania, New England area. Of course, on Friday it'll be Michigan and points northward across the upper Great Lakes and northern Midwest. So we're going to continue to watch that. Main threat, like I said, will be the damaging wind gusts. Hail could be a possibility too, but I'm more concerned about damaging straight line winds, and of course in that yellow circle here, an isolated tornado. So that's what we're going to look at. I'm going to have a more extensive video on the day later on Thursday or possibly Friday. Let's take a look. Like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube. Here is a 4-day forecast for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Elmira and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania. We're taking a look on into the day on Friday here, or Thursday. You see a good deal of heat and humidity here, lower to middle 90s, couple more days here, lows in the lower 70s, and heat index is near over 100 to 105. And then we head on into the day on Friday. This is where we get a better chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Strong to severe thunderstorms possible. We get up near the lower to middle 90s. On Saturday, that's where we see the strong to severe thunderstorms, probability damaging wind, large hail, high probability, and we're looking at damaging wind gusts and some of those line segments over 70 miles per hour. So Saturday is the day you do not want to do any outdoor activities in the southern tier of New York and the northern tier counties of Pennsylvania all the way down to Scranton. And on Sunday, look how nice things get. We get that cold front coming through, a lot lower humidity and lower temperatures, and low to mid 70s for highs. That's going to do it for MeteoMark.